Welcome to the NASCAR IRWIN Tools Cup Series Season 3 as we head to the Kansas Speedway for the Hollywood Casino 400. We have 35 of NASCAR's best drivers ready to take on this mile-and-a-half speedway here in Kansas City. And we have 8 drivers that are competing to make it into the championship 4 as one driver can lock their spot in today, as the others are going to be fighting to get in, as we will definitely see 2 guys on points, but we could also see 2 winners, and today could be the first step to making it to Texas and winning yourself a championship in the IRWIN Tools Cup Series. So now it is time to get a look at your Mountain Dew Do the Do starting lineup for the Hollywood Casino 400. As on the pole is Ryan Blaney and Kyle Busch, as Kyle Busch is one of the 8 drivers competing. Then we have Kevin Harvick, Martin Truex Jr. The 2 of them are also competing in the round of 8, as both of them have had Kansas success. Chase Elliott, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., 2 drivers still looking for their first career wins in the IRWIN Tools Cup Series. Kyle Larson, Joey Logano, they're both in it as well. Logano has been really good at Kansas. Austin Dillon and Allmendinger. Austin Dillon has been the upset of the IRWIN Tools Cup Series chase so far. Brad Keselowski and Jamie McMurray, both of them were eliminated from the chase, but they still have a lot to prove this season. Matt Kenseth and Kurt Busch, as Matt Kenseth was crushingly eliminated on a tiebreaker. Kurt Busch, however, is still in. Daniel Suarez and Ryan Newman, as Daniel Suarez in his progress is getting a little bit better. Jimmy Johnson and Dale Earnhardt Jr., the Hendrick teammates, as Jimmy Johnson is hoping to have some success, make it to the championship 4 for the second season in a row. Denny Hamlin and Casey Kane, 2 drivers that really need to step it up in terms of performance. Trevor Bayne and Eric Jones, as the 2 of them are still kind of developing in the road to success. Ty Dillon and Eric Almirola, as Ty Dillon quietly been there, and Almirola is doing all right. Clint Bowyer, Danica Patrick. Clint Bowyer had a terrible qualifying effort, and Danica Patrick, as always, had a bad effort. Chris Buescher and Landon Castle, as the 2 of them, you never know what you could see out of them. David Reagan and Paul Menard, as Paul Menard will be leaving the 27 after a few seasons, and see how he can do. We got Michael McDowell and Matt DiBenedetto as 2 drivers that have been quietly consistent. And then we have J.J. Gailey and Ryan Sieg, as we're going to see if the BK Racing cars can improve. And then we have Greg Galding this week in the 23, as Corey LaJoie took a week off. And so now it is time for your Cars 3 honorary starter, as go watch Cars 3, as it's a good movie. So your Kansas honorary starter is Leland Beaker. He will be leading us to the green flag today. So now we have 10 laps here at Kansas, and the green flag is in the air. Ryan Blaney leads them down as they head into turn 1. Ryan Blaney continues to lead, but Kyle Busch gets the run on the outside. Kyle Busch takes the lead, and Martin Truex Jr. is going to follow him. It looks like another 1878, and we have 3 wide between Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., as they're lucky to make it clear. As you can see, Kyle Busch is going to lead lap 1. Lap 2 out of 10 is Kyle Busch. Now Ryan Blaney and Martin Truex Jr. side by side. Truex gets the run on the outside as another single file. Larson on the high line, and you can see the 3 leaders, and we'll see if Truex or Ryan Blaney has something for Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch comes down, and now lap 3 out of 10, Kyle Busch continues to lead, and he is looking to make it to the championship 4. He has never been eliminated in a round. And Jimmy Johnson going 3 wide, bold move. And Jimmy Johnson knows he has to get to the front, get some of these chase points. He is way out of the cut line. He needs to either win or get a lot of points. Lap 4 out of 10, Kyle Busch, he's kind of hoping to cruise to more chase points, and these points are very crucial. You can see Austin Dillon's making another pass. Austin Dillon making a nice move through the field. Jimmy Johnson now closing in on Matt Kenseth. Kyle Larson still on the high line. Now at 5 out of 10, Martin Truex Jr. has been closing. We're going to see if he has anything for Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch continues to lead as Martin Truex Jr. He is closing in. As they're coming down in turn 3, Truex is going to try a higher line. Here he comes. He's going to make the crossover move. And here he comes. Martin Truex Jr. steals it away from Kyle Busch, and he wins the halfway bonus. And now Kyle Busch flying back, and David Reagan spins. Caution is out. Lap 6 out of 10. David Reagan spins out and trouble for the 38 car as he is spun around in turn 3, and that is not good for him. So now we have 3 laps to go. We're going to restart 8 out of 10. Big restart coming. Green flags back out. Truex doesn't get it at restart. Ryan Blaney goes 3 wide. And now we have Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, and Austin Dillon as they're still 3 by. And you can see Harvick's going to make a move, and he bumps Kyle Busch out of the way. And here they come. Austin Dillon, they're 3 wide. 3 wide battle for the lead. 2 laps to go. Austin Dillon has a run. He could win this race. Kyle Busch continues to lead. They're 3 wide in the back. Can Austin Dillon get a run on Kyle Busch? He is trying to upset the chase field. He's going to give him a bump, and Austin Dillon gets by. Busch with the crossover, and Kyle Busch, they bang across the line. White flag is in there. Can Austin Dillon put the 3 in victory lane? Kyle Busch takes the lead back, but Austin Dillon is going to run him down. Coming out turn 3, he needs to get the run. Austin Dillon's going to bump him. He almost wrecks him. Kyle Busch can make the crossover. He's in the wall, and Austin Dillon is going to upset the chase field. He is into the championship 4, and he wins at Kansas. What a finish. Austin Dillon gets it done. And he has just upset everyone's chase brackets here in the Midwest. Look at this. Truex gets an awful restart. You can see, look at this. Austin Dillon capitalizes, makes it 3 wide. And he gets by Kevin Harvick. And then he first gets by him, but Kyle Busch makes an excellent crossover move. They beat and bang to the line. And then back here, Kyle Busch shoves him up, but Austin Dillon bumps him out of the way like Dale Sr. did. And Kyle Busch spins out. He still finishes 13th, but yes, now we win it. Here's the R-Star teammates, Paul Meyer and Ryan Newman, and brother Ty Dillon are here to congratulate Austin Dillon on his win at Kansas. And he's going to do his burn-up. These fans are loving it. The 3 is back in victory lane, and he's going to compete for a championship in Texas. So congrats to the number 3 of Firefang 536 as you have won the Kansas race. And you were in the championship 4. So here's your results. Austin Dillon, Kevin Harvick, Mark Truex Jr. Mark Truex Jr. racks up more chase points. I'm telling you that. Kyle Larson 5th. And you can see Logano, Johnson, not the days they're looking for. They probably need a win next weekend. And then we have Kyle Busch 13th and Kurt Busch 16th. So all 8 of the chasers were in the top 20. That's a first, I think. And I'm telling you right now, I think Kurt Busch, Logano, Johnson are certainly in must-win situations next week. They did not gain very many points from this race. And then you have back here, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Casey Kane. All 35 drivers finished the race. You can see Greg Baldwin got last. I mean, another last place finish for BK Race. I think that's all but 2 races. So that's a new record. You can see just a lot of the field. You can see rounded out. There's not really much on this second page. And we are going to focus now on the round 8 points. And here are your point standings presented by Energizer. Austin Dillon is in. Truex is plus 43. He really just needs to get another halfway bonus win, and he'll be locked in. Kyle Larson looking good, but Kevin Harvick, and you can see Kyle Busch. I'm telling you, if he hadn't spun out, he would be in. That's going to hurt, but 14 points isn't bad. Yet you look down here, look at Logano, Johnson, Kurt Busch. They haven't been that terrible, and yet they're almost a whole race out because these drivers, you can see Truex, Larson, Harvick, Kyle Busch gained a lot of chase points, and those drivers probably do need to win a race, especially Kurt Busch. He needs to win at Martinsville. So obviously I just told you where we're going next is we're going to the Martinsville Speedway for the STP 500 as it's your final chance to make it to the championship 4 at the Texas Motor Speedway. And I'm telling you though, today was a very interesting race as Austin Dillon, out of all people, upsets in the Irwin Tools Cup Series. He is going to run for a championship at Texas, and I'm telling you, it's going to be very interesting as he has something that hasn't been done. Put the 3 back in the championship where it rightfully belongs. So congrats to Austin Dillon as he puts the 3 back in victory lane, as we're going to see if he can do that with a championship in the next few weeks.